So today, hours after my 23rd whole blood donation, me and Dad went to Brody's to watch today's game between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Diego Chargers. Due to the blood donation, it wasn't safe for me to have any alcohol. And so I just had... Initially, I thought about having root beer, but they didn't have that, so I had Dr. Pepper instead. In total, I had about 2 glasses of Dr. Pepper, roughly. While I ate 4 slices of I believe it's called the Cobalt or something similar to that pizza. It had bacon, cheddar, caramelized onions, and I believe possibly some marinara sauce. Either way, it was a good, if somewhat expensive pizza at $17. No, wait, it wasn't marinara sauce. It was a sauce called Carolina Barbecue, which was a sweet-tasting barbecue sauce. I initially wanted to get the goat cheese pizza again, and they technically could make that pizza again. Excuse me, even though it wasn't a specialty pizza anymore. It's just that they didn't have the spinach for it anymore. And Dad said that was most of it. I didn't really want to get the pizza with artichokes and roasted red peppers. Since I generally don't like artichokes as much as the vegetables I find in my Wegmans pre-made salads, like shredded carrots, lettuce, and baby tomatoes. And maybe it just seems to me that artichokes seem a little weird on a pizza. Also, these carrots taste considerably different from what I'm used to. They kind of taste more like beets. Obviously, they don't literally taste like beets, but they're closer to beets from what I remember. After we left Brody's with the Vikings losing 13 to 16 at the time, but that probably increased to 17 with the extra point. Pretty much right as the third quarter began, we went to McDonald's in order to take advantage of some coupons Dad had in order to buy. I used a BOGO Big Mac coupon to buy 2 Big Macs for the price of 1. And Dad did the same with a coupon involving spicy chicken sandwiches. And though as of now we haven't touched any of the food we bought from that McDonald's trip, the blood donation itself, whole blood donation at the center, went pretty well. It was over in minutes after getting the actual needle in. I was told to do 5 seconds on, 5 seconds off in terms of squeezing. Something that looked like a sort of grip and kind of was like a sponge in a way, or at least a spongy material. And I did this by counting in my head 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, though obviously I couldn't do that and engage in small talk with the center volunteers and staff during the donation process. Right before the needle went in, I did this exercise where I would lift one leg for a few seconds, put it down, and then lift the other, because I've heard that doing that decreases your chances of experiencing a reaction. In regards to the pre-donation screening, my blood pressure seemed better than last time. And I estimated that I was now 290 pounds, even though I wasn't weighed. Lower than the last blood donation, which I was weighed. Or maybe that was for my first successful platelet donation or first attempt at platelet donation. Either way, I have tried to make efforts towards eating better. Not sure how much success I've had, but prior to Dad picking me up, when I was at Mom's place, I walked to Wegmans to return bottle containers and to get some good exercise each day. And I would estimate it's about a 1 mile walk. I played on YouTube through my phone a video of the Donald Duck theme song. Who never ever shows a bit of temperament. That one. And this resulted in Dad doing his Donald Duck voice, or at least attempting it. He can still do the laugh, well, the Donald Duck laugh, or quacking, but when he tries to talk in the Donald Duck voice, these days it's hard to understand what he says. It was still a funny moment, though. I forgot my rapid pass to do it because I woke up at 8 in the morning today. I think we left around 9 in the morning, and Dad me and Dad went to McDonald's to get some breakfast sandwiches from there. Before that, I had a some of one of these, only the lemonade flavor instead of that flavor, just a bit. And I believe a blueberry McMuffin from McDonald's. It was sweet. But a bit crumply and pretty soft. It was good though. I used a BOGO coupon on any breakfast sandwich to get the egg, I think sausage or bacon. I ended up getting Canadian bacon, so essentially ham. McMuffins, though at first Dad thought I said McGriddle. But at the time, I felt repelled from getting the McGriddles because those breakfast sandwiches are sweet tasting. I'm more into savory breakfast sandwiches, at least these days. So I was relieved when it turns out I picked the McMuffins. I ate both McMuffins while we were at the parking lot of the plaza where the center was. For the breakfast McDonald's trip, Dad used a buy one get one free coupon to get 2 McBiscuit breakfast sandwiches for the price of 1. Those, along with what was bought during the essentially evening McDonald's trip, is all intended to be eaten tomorrow. And at Brody's, right before we left, I had a glass of water. Not only because it's unhealthy to drink a lot of soda, but also it's important for me to hydrate myself extra for the time being due to the whole blood donation. I also spent some time today working on the polishing of the 99th Dan Hamming episode. In particular, at one point, I made a custom prop of the baseball bat, business-friendly characters hold during certain baseball sport actions. And modified it until it fit in with one frame within the episode. I'm not entirely sure if it's in the right hand yet for the time being. And I also did a color correction on other props, as well as the first thing being working on the second or third raw video file on a custom prop of Dan Hammond's shoulder. I added it to 2 scenes, but it turned out it would only be visible in the first of those 2 back-to-back scenes. Hopefully I'll have the polishing done soon. If I recall correctly, after my whole blood donation, there was a point in which I watched on YouTube some of the old Time for Timer PSAs, which soon led to me watching a few films talking about the metric system that I believe are from the 1970s. It was pretty enjoyable.